Euthyphro by Plato. Um, this is much better than Gorgias, if you ask me. Gorgias was a bit tense, and it benefited from a B when I tried to make a note of it, which was always buzzing around there as a kind of a sign from the gods. Euthyphro is very much about the gods, I would say, because the main issue here is piety. Socrates meets this authority, Euthyphro. Euthyphro, beautiful name, maybe we can say. Authority on piety, who, in an odd way, ends up by admitting somehow that he doesn't really know what he's talking about. That's a habit Socrates had to make interlocutors realize how little they know, and at the same time how much they claim they knew. As a leitmotif, perhaps through these dialogues, I would mention, I think, why Socrates was considered the wisest man of ancient Greece and the ancient world, I think. The fact that he never claimed he knows what he doesn't know. In fact, he is also known for stating, I know that I know nothing. There's some modesty there. Nevertheless, I think he's obnoxious in quite a few of these dialogues, Gorgias in particular, where I didn't like the fact that he attacks so much the rhetoricians. I like rhetoric. And the sophists, well, there he has a point, but let's not make a note about that here, even if a new note might be necessary for Gorgias. So Euthyphro is asked, well, what is piety? Because I need to know, and he's jocular, he's jesting. Socrates almost always ironical, critical, sometimes absurdly so, I venture to say. That would help me, because you're such a scholar, such a so big on piety, that it might help me. I'm accused. He had just learned that he's accused of impiety and of corrupting the young. So with this, if I say I'm your disciple, then they need to talk to you. They will need to attack you and accuse you, because you would be responsible for any corruption I'm to be blamed for. But that's just being funny. Socrates being funny, because he then goes on to make all the effort to demonstrate that Euthyphro doesn't really know what piety is, and we, for that, oddly to my mind, we arrive to horses. We travel throughout society, because there's an issue of what is piety, because sometimes the gods would like something you do and dislike about the same thing. They're very fickle. And there's also the question of what we venerate and fear. We fear what we venerate, but we don't venerate what we fear, because we also fear a bad image, we fear all kinds of things. And then attention to gods. For attention, as I said, we arrive at horses. Horses need attention to be fine. and hounds need good huntsmen. That's, some would surely argue, part of the charm of dialogues and of Plato and Socrates, since we like these arguments from real life, so to say. I, for one, sometimes wonder what this is. In the end, Euthyphro, the man who was admired for his piety, not least because he accused his father, his own father, of murder in rather complex circumstances. It seems the man was guilty, but then there's also this question of piety for parents, for family. So how do you go about that, Euthyphro? Socrates obviously asks. And in the end, Euthyphro runs away. "Well, tell me what piety is. You didn't answer the questions, and it's still an issue. I need to go." So I need to go and let you read the Euthyphro.